Hello, everybody listening to the Fair Weather Podcast. Your boy 2K Suave. I'm joined with A-Rod, and I'm joined with the dynamic duo, Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Vic and Sammy. I don't know who's who. I don't know who likes who the most, but welcome to the Townie Sports Podcast because we were allowing the Fair Weather Podcast to dedicate a Boston Celtics segment for y'all to celebrate. Sammy has a bottle of who is our sponsor today, Sammy?
Belaire, Luke Belaire.
All right, you got the baddest, huh? All right, go ahead, pop that for the folks one time, guys.
Oh,
He's never popped the bottle before, so good luck.
Take the top off. Take that off.
Take that top off.
You gotta take the metal part off first.
Yeah,
It's not gonna spray. It's not gonna spray. Don't shake it. Don't shake it.
Yeah, don't shake it. Bro, this man. Whose man's is this?
Whose man's?
Just twist it open.
Sam Cassell knew how to open that bottle when he was pouring it all down Jayson Tatum's mouth and shit.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Damn, guys.
Twist.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Now go ahead, take it. No, you have to drink it straight from the bottle first. You gotta honor the bottle. Everybody, cheers to y'all for pulling this off. 16-3 in the playoffs.
Now pass it to Vic.
Yeah. Had some hairy games, but we gonna kick shit off just to let y'all have the floor. Don't go crazy yet because we gotta do our crazy wacky funny first. But just give me just how you feel, man. Sam, you go ahead, bro.
Man, I got my bottle of champagne. I was drinking champagne on Monday night too. I woke up with a hangover. I didn't have to go into work. It was awesome, bro. And I told everybody, Jaylen Brown, baby. Jaylen fucking Brown, baby. I mean, to be fair though, Jayson Tatum played his ass off. Jayson Tatum played his fucking ass off.
Let's not get too much.
They were up by 20 points.
Don't. All right, Vic, go ahead, bro.
Well, guys, I appreciate the time today. First of all, it's great to be back on the podcast. I want to address something that's really near and dear to my heart, and that's the fact that Cameron Brink of the LA Sparks tore her ACL having sex with Jimmy Butler.
Stop. Don't, hey, Shams did not. Woj and Shams didn't say that. Okay.
That didn't happen.
No, I mean, the ACL.
I must have said the quote wrong. I am sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't think it was Jimmy.
Okay, I'm sorry. I read the quote. It was one of her teammates. My bad. So back to the topic at hand. It's the Boston Celtics, guys. Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown. They did it together. I know everybody watching the game was emotional. I was emotional. Sammy, I'm sure, was emotional. Everybody in Massachusetts was emotional. In the New England greater area was emotional. These are two guys that we watched grow up since they were rookies, right? They were part of the old regime trade. We traded away Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett and Jason Terry for those two picks.
Whoa. I'm gonna need you to not go too far.
Okay.
Cause we gonna talk about this. Don't worry. But
yeah, because they both could have been Sixers too, by the way, which is kind of
shut up. I know that. We'll get me started.
But so it wasn't only those two, right? It was Al Horford, who at 35 million years old, he's AD. I don't know, he's before Christ. The man is older than the head coach. He's 38 now, right? I think he's 38.
38.
At 38 years of age, for him to finally get his title, he was drafted with Mike Conley. Mike Conley was in that draft. Who else was in that draft?
Was Greg Oden in that one too?
The Greg Oden draft. I mean, that guy stood the test of time. And for a big man to be playing at 38, and he's not playing. He's playing serious minutes in the finals. I mean, what an accomplishment for him. Kristaps Porzingis, for everything that he's gone through in his career to finally call himself a champion. Drew Holiday, champion 2 times now, just more vindicated. It's like when Shaq left the Lakers and went to the Miami Heat and won without Kobe. This is what I'm talking about, boys.
And then he dropped that diss track. He said, "Kobe, tell me how
my ass case."
Yeah.
I had that on my Microsoft, my Motorola Pebble. I had to record.
And lastly, and certainly not least, the man who gave up his 2 front teeth and became even uglier last 2 nights ago. Derek White. Derek White, incredible job from the starting 6. I'm going to say they're the starting 6, guys, because, I mean, that's really what they were. They weren't a starting 5. They were starting 6, the best 6. And I was so sick of hearing people talking about Mavs in 5, Mavs in 5, Mavs in 6, Mavs in 6. Tatum and Luka and Kyrie are the best backcourt we've ever seen.
All right, the Grammy song, the Oscar song is playing. I'm cutting you off. All I wanted was an initial reaction, but
Bullshit.
You have your moment. A-Rod, what was your initial reaction? Just your initial.
My initial reaction, and I'll go right into my crazy wacky thing that I saw.
I love it because I'm gonna give you my crazy wacky. We'll go back to y'all.
I mean, I'm happy for them, man. Like, you know how I feel about the Celtics organization. I fucking hate them, but like on as far as the team, I don't dislike them. So I'm happy all about it all. You know, Kristaps Porzingis, I'm happy he got his ring, man. And the other bum that's on your team, Luke Cornett, you know, he's also a former Knick, so congrats to him too. But Kristaps, I'm really happy for because he's gone through a lot in his career with every injury he's had, and we want to see something happen. And for all of the shit that he couldn't play in the finals, that one game the first game made up for it all. That first quarter made up for it all, man. So I think you have to, you know, give him props for all of that. And as far as the craziest, wackiest thing, I got 2. One is Jayson Tatum. My God, this man is on a tear. He's won a national champion or a NBA championship. And then I didn't even know this shit. I know he was dating Ellie Mae, but she's fucking pregnant. And if you don't know who Ellie Mae is, like, she's fucking hot. She's fucking hot. And he's got her pregnant. Respectfully, yeah. Congrats, brother, man. Good for you. Like, if you know who Georgia Smith is, she's like on that same tier in my book, man. So
I don't know who those people are.
Her voice is beautiful.
Culture yourself. It's Juneteenth. Culture yourself.
By the way, that was gonna be how I kick off my crazy.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
I just want to say Happy Juneteenth. That's all I want to say real quick. But go ahead.
Well, I got to it before you, host. Eat those pineapples. Anyways, the other thing, like, and now I'm gonna take Jayson Tatum down a little bit. He may be the most corniest man that I know. I'm so sorry. I know y'all love to say it.
Save it. I got it. We're gonna talk about it. I got my corny Jayson Tatum section. Don't worry. We ain't gonna let y'all have all the fun today. Fuck that. Initial reaction, I was really fucking happy.
Took a page out of Dora the Explorer's book. I'm like upset about that shit.
Anyway, my initial reaction, Al Horford, that's been my dog since he was in college. I really fucking love that dude. So like I'm very, very fucking proud of him. Like that's the one person I was like, all right, man, all right. You deserve your ring. Porzingis, I gained a lot of respect for that dude. A lot of respect for that dude. So those are gonna be my 2. And then Jrue Holiday. Like I said, A-Rod, that's the guy, bro. That's the fucking guy. That's the guy. So that's all I gotta say about that. My other initial reaction was that as a Sixers fan, I was pissed the fuck off. I just looked at the team. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean? It just really pissed me off to see us not draft Jayson Tatum. Jaylen Brown wasn't really crazy, but I wasn't mad that we didn't draft Jaylen Brown. But Jayson Tatum was the one I was really pissed off about. We drafted Jrue Holiday, don't have him. It's like we even had Al Horford, and we almost ruined his career. So it's like we don't know what the hell we're doing. And shout out to y'all because we're gonna talk about what's your Brad Stevens. We want to talk about Brad Stevens in a little bit because we got to talk about the masterclass that he put on some Howie Roseman shit to be biased, obviously. But crazy, wacky, funny. I got 2. A-Rod, one of them's for you. A-Rod, what's up with your boy A-Rod, dog? Are you sure? Are you sure this is what you want?
What do you mean?
He's skipping. I know. Maybe it's just the media trying to make it a story, but he's skipping mandatory minicamp to go do
the baseball player
to do ayahuasca.
Bro, let that man be. He's 40 something, bro. Let him be. I don't give a shit.
Tom Brady, listen. For what all the shit that Tom Brady pushed you through for years, you know that motherfucker would never do that shit. That dude broke COVID violations to go play at Armwood or some shit with the team so they could prepare for the season. Meanwhile, this dude's over in Brazil or whatever he's at, Costa Rica, doing ayahuasca with a team that could really use him. He hasn't played in a year and like last year doesn't count. He has not played football in 2 years basically. So to me, I just a little concerned about that for your
You know
sake.
my rebuttal? My rebuttal is worry about your team, and I'll worry about my team. Okay.
Who's your backup?
Ty God, man. Ty God is good.
All right, that's fine. My last one, Monty Williams, dog. That dude's getting paid $85 million to go chill out on the couch. The Detroit Pistons fire him after 1 year as if it's his fault that fucking team is trash. Sorry guys, his team is trash. So Monty Williams, if I'm him, if I'm Jeannie Buss, I'm like, yo, fuck all the JJ Redick shit. Let's go get a coach that actually knows what the fuck he's doing. And then if that's me, that's the way that the Lakers should go on Monty Williams. But it's just crazy how
They already said that they're not even going to sniff that.
that's crazy. That's great. That's the dysfunctionality of the fucking Lakers. But it's crazy, like the amount of coaches that just are literally getting paid to do absolutely fucking nothing. I mean, what's the coach from Texas A&M? He ain't got a job yet, does he? That was the one that got fired. He was at FSU before. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Jimbo Fisher?
Oh, Jimbo Fisher. I think
That
that's basketball
motherfucker
still. I was like, I don't know the fuck.
Oh, my bad. That dude getting paid racks on racks to do absolutely nothing. It's a theme in sports. Like coaches, the leash is so short as if it's the coach's fault that your superstar didn't want to play or is hurt for 65 games. But anyway, I'm gonna get off my soapbox and we're gonna jump right into the NBA Finals. Monday night. When would y'all play? It was Friday. That was game 4 was, right? The little blowout game. We all knew it was coming. They was not trying to win that game on the road. There was not. I mean, the Mavericks had a little bit of fight in them. If I'm Boston, I don't blame them for Friday night because you want to do that shit with all your people and all your family there and shit like that. To me, it was a better situation for them. So Friday aside, I don't really count that. They breeze right through the Eastern Conference Finals and they breeze right through the NBA Finals. And obviously, the East. It's not as bad as we think it is. New York has really come up, and Indiana really, showed this shit this year. And Milwaukee had a little injury, but all in all, shout out to the Boston Celtics for I know, oh, here comes the asterisk, and nah, there's no asterisk, bro. You play who you fucking play, and you win the championship. So, big ups to them for winning that shit. So Sammy, Vic, now, y'all, we're gonna I'm gonna allow you to elaborate a little bit more. I'll start with you, Sammy. From this series, what did you learn and you got to be honest, because you might think you know everything about your team, but what did you think that you learned in this series that you didn't really know about your team prior to the series, or maybe the whole playoff run?
What did I learn?
Yeah, there you go. I don't know your mic.
You said what did I learn?
Yeah,
Internet's bugging. Sorry about that.
You good?
What did I learn? Damn, it's not a lot. I mean, I think the one thing that I learned is, and I think there's gonna be a lot of people that might disagree with me, but is just the improvement in the handles in Jaylen Brown. And I don't want to say like it's like perfect, but
it's not good.
It's been, but compared to previous seasons, it's tremendous. And not to mention, I'll be honest, I didn't think he could play defense like that. Like I knew he could play good defense, but he hadn't shown it most of the year. But when he was locking up Luka and Kyrie, I was like, whoa. Like, to be honest,
the 300 million, the 300 million was like, all right, here we go.
And I say one thing,
and I know he doesn't really have to play much defense in the regular season, so I can't really fault him too much. But to see him step up defensively when he really needed to in those types of playoff or in those type of implication games, I was like super, super impressed, because those two guys that he had to guard in multiple occasions are some of the best scorers in the world. So to see him lock them down to the best of his ability, right? Because, Luka still has that step back that he's just going to hit over anyway. It doesn't matter. But he made him work for every fucking point. He made Luka work. So that was more surprising to me than anything.
Real quick. The floor is yours still. I don't know the guy's name on the bench for the Mavericks. Green, what's his first name?
Josh
Green? Yeah. Jaylen Brown is his daddy. There was at least 3-4 layups I saw him go up for, and he LeBron that shit off the backboard. So, yeah, get big, kid.
Yeah.
Shout out to LeBron James, by the way.
And I think this playoff run, the last thing I'll say, this playoff run, and I know I've been a big – so the story about me is when we gave Jaylen Brown his contract about 5 years ago, his first contract, I was pissed because I was like, this motherfucker can't shoot. This motherfucker can't dribble. He's just athletic as shit, can play good defense. That very next year, when he got that contract, he proved me wrong. And I've been shut up ever since. I've been the biggest Jaylen Brown fan ever since because he proved me wrong. And this year, seeing what he had done in those playoff games, and I know we should have beat the Pacers handedly, but regardless, that big shot, him dropping points when Tatum is pretty much getting double, triple teamed most of the time, for him to step up the way he did and carry the load that he needed to, I'm like, bro, Jaylen Brown is the dog. Like, he is a fucking dog. So, yeah, big ups to Jaylen Brown, man. Although I do kind of feel like Jayson Tatum should have got MVP. I think it was pretty close.
That was going to be my follow-up.
Sorry. All right, I'll let Vic go.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Who should have got MVP?
No, just get it out the way.
I think Jayson Tatum should have got MVP.
Fuck out of here.
And just give me your reasoning why. Because you are a big Jaylen Brown fan now, so give me your reasoning why.
I'm a huge Jaylen Brown fan. I think when you look at the situations Jayson Tatum was put into games 1 through 5 and the way he stepped up and the way he did, it's super, super impressive. Like the amount of points that he's responsible for, even regardless of shooting, right? Regardless of shooting. I mean, the rebounds, bro. Like your all-star, your superstar is getting offensive and defensive boards, right? He's locking down players. Not to mention, how many times did he almost get a triple-double? I know almost is only good in horseshoes, but I mean, he was like an assist short, you know what I mean, from getting a triple-double. And it's not like he was putting up 10 points. He was at least 16, 18 points a game. And not to mention, he had at least 2 games that were matched up evenly with Jaylen Brown.
22
and
points, I think,
one of them being in a closeout game, or in the final game, I mean, in game 5 where he dropped 31. So I don't care either way. And I think both of those
your internet bugging.
guys. Oh, sorry. But anyway, I think Jayson Tatum should have got MVP, but it was close.
All right, cool. I'm passing to you, Vic. Same thing. What did you learn about your team this series or playoff run? And who do you think really should have won Finals MVP?
The Celtics actually know how to hold on to a lead in the playoffs. We saw several times in the playoffs where they're up by double digits. The other team goes on a run, and then we've seen them lose during the regular season. During the playoffs, they were able to stop that. Joe Mazzulla had a masterclass, I think, and showed people that he's one of the top coaches in the NBA when he gets the chance. Now, I think a lot of that goes to Brad Stevens and bringing in the assistant coaches that they did. I think Sam Cassell had a huge impact on this team from the bench. The fact that he's still not getting interviewed for head coaching jobs is crazy to me, but I'm happy he isn't, and I hope he stays in Boston for another run next year. I love Jayson Tatum. I think has emerged as one of the best big man playmakers in the league. He had 9 assists in the first half yesterday, finished with 11, but his 9 assists contributed to that 20-point lead. And Payne Pritchard is a half-court shot god.
Jesus Louise.
Oh my God, suck his dick.
No, but I mean, I'm listen. That one that he did yesterday, I mean on Monday, I was like, oh, we know damn well that shit's going in. The one he did it, what was it, game 2, whatever? Okay, cool. The one he got it, when I saw how much time was left and he was in the game, I said, the way that quarter was ending, I was like, oh shit, he definitely gonna make that shit for sure. So yeah, back to you, Vic. I'm sorry.
So in terms of who should have been the MVP, I think this one should have been one of the very few co-MVPs that we've ever had. I think it should have been Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
When's the last time we had one?
I don't know, never.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This ain't no Grant Hill, Jason Kidd, Rookie of the Year bullshit. This is like, you got to pick one. There's 7 voters. So we 11 voters.
I would have picked Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown's fine pick. But Jayson Tatum deserved it as well. His playmaking, he averaged more points. He averaged the most points on the team. He averaged the most assists on the team. He averaged the most rebounds on the team. A-Rod, you can say what you want. The numbers, brother. It is what it is. He had an immense impact on the game every time he played. He played every minute in the final game except for 3 minutes. So I think Jayson Tatum definitely has a case to be the MVP.
I think people are misconstruing Jaylen Brown's effort in the Eastern Conference Final and carrying it over into the finals. Because I don't think Jaylen Brown, I'm not saying he was bad, but I don't think he was as impactful as he was in the Eastern Conference Finals. Compared to Jayson Tatum.
I watched a hungry man in Jaylen Brown. Ever since you said that shit about Jayson Tatum was hungry, but there were games he had like 18 points or 21 points or something like that, and I'm like,
And how many boards and assists? That's the thing.
That's cool, but when do they give an MVP to somebody for boards and assists?
Everybody sucks. People suck Luka's dick for getting triple doubles and getting 15 rebounds and stuff, but Jayson Tatum does it, and it's like, oh, he should do that.
Come on. This is true.
Come on.
I will say, all right. I'm gonna go to you, A-Rod, because I'm not even gonna say what I learned about this series. I'll talk about this.
Also, let a guy that averages 15 points a game be an all-star too. I'm saying
but
so.
All I'm gonna say is that
Derek White's an all-star.
No, he's not. All I'm gonna say is that the impact. I think pure basketball. Jayson Tatum played better pure basketball this series. Impact. You felt it more from Jaylen Brown. That's the way I see it. You just felt the impact more from Jaylen Brown. If you look at, but listen, Sammy.
You know me. I'm a Tatum hater.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Pure basketball player, Jayson Tatum put on a show. This pure basketball. I'm talking about just pure impact is what got Jaylen Brown the MVP. Because at the end of the day, you're literally comparing two people who are pretty much the same this series, right? So when you have that, you got to go with, well, who did you like really get that oomph for? You know what I mean? And like me and A-Rod, we've been saying lately, because like we started paying attention to it. You feel every one of his 20.8 points a game, dog. You feel it. Mind you, he shot 23% from three. He shot 44% from the field, not too bad. Tatum shot 38% from the field and 26% from three. And like, so it's like, but then it's like, you just feel it. You know what I mean? Like, and then turnovers, you're right. He was only down to 2.8 turnovers a game, Jaylen Brown was. Meanwhile, Tatum was at, obviously his usage was a little bit high, but Tatum had a little bit more. But either way, I just feel like you could not go wrong either way. I was surprised that Jaylen Brown won, because like he said in the Eastern Conference Finals, I don't win shit. When he won that shit, my mouth dropped. Pause. I was like, what? Because you know,
dropped that 40. It's because he dropped that 40 piece.
The closeout game, you know, they paying attention to who's starting the closeout game. And Jayson Tatum was going for that shit. And that's the thing. I think the fact that Jayson Tatum went for it in game 5, it kind of like muddied the waters a little bit. I think Jaylen Brown consistently for 5 games, to me, was like that third quarter in game 2, when he just went fucking crazy and they could not miss. That was Jaylen Brown won that game. Chris Stapps won the game. Good shit, Sammy. Chris Stapps won the game. Jrue Holiday won the game. But my MVP was Jrue Holiday personally. It was that close. Think about it. You had Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, but Andre Iguodala won that shit. It's the same shit, dog. You got Steph. You got Tatum and Brown, but the trade that these fucking idiots made in Milwaukee, letting Jrue Holiday go. Well, as soon as it happened, I said on this show, "Oh yeah, they're going to win the championship now." Like,
can we real quick talk about Derek White's blocks on centers though? Like, bro.
Hey, he comes from San Antonio, bro. You know they preach defense in San Antonio.
I think they have those big old women in San Antonio.
I hate Doris Burke, but she actually made a very good point, because they were like, "Oh, how does he do that? He's about to get slammed on." And then Doris Burke was like, because he doesn't care. If he blocks, he gets a highlight. If he gets dunked on, he gets highlighted. So he doesn't really care either way. And I was like, damn, that's actually kind of a good point.
Doris Burke dropped a bar last game. When Derrick Jones Jr., it was either him or PJ Washington.
It was PJ.
PJ pulled down Chris Stapps. First of all, I was pissed because I've gained so much respect for Chris Stapps, and the fact that he was in that game, I was like, hell yeah, Chris Stapps. You pulled a man down, got a fucked up, like, whatever he got going on. To me, that was like, all right, we talking. If they did that shit to Caitlin Clark, when she said that shit, I was like, oh my God, that was a bar. If they did that shit to Caitlin Clark, bruh, they would have, you know how what's that January 6th shit that happened? Bro, they would have came to the fucking White House for that. they would have been like, let's fucking go. That's it would have been World War VII if they did that shit to, especially
lesbians everywhere would have been upset.
Especially PJ Washington. He got tattoos and shit. You know, a lot of.
Hey, I will say this too about the.
Damn, Sam.
Your McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Your McDonald's Wi-Fi is tripping right now.
Are you?
Go now.
Are you guys gonna get to the Mavs too?
Are we going what?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna let Sammy restart. I'm gonna go to you now, A-Rod. What did you learn about this series? I mean, about this team. Actually, what did you learn about either one of those teams? Milwaukee, Dallas or Boston? No, I'm gonna give you a task. You got to do both. What did you learn about the Celtics? What did you learn about the Mavericks? And who was your Finals MVP?
Oh, that's easy. What I learned about the Celtics is they were fucking hungry. They're sick of all the bullshit and them saying, "Oh, they can't win."
But you didn't already know that before?
Yeah, but I never saw it. Like, this is the first, like, I saw Jaylen, like, I had a lot of respect for Jaylen Brown this series. Like, Jaylen Brown, I was like, he didn't deserve that money. Jaylen Brown deserved all that fucking money. And y'all made me a believer in Derek White. I was always like, he ain't shit. He's all right. Then I was like, okay, he's a good role player. Then I was like, I'll buy the fucking jersey. I might even still buy the fucking jersey because that man plays with, like, no emotion. Like, I remember he would block shots, and his face afterwards was like this. Like, that was.
What I was trying to tell you guys early on in the season about Derek White was the fact that he just plays like good basketball.
He does.
It's pure. It's pure.
He does. He does, man. And
you went to Division III, right? Yeah, you don't got a fucking
and then he
choice.
went to Colorado.
Yeah, but think about it. You don't got a choice. When you coming up like that, you got to be a fucking good basketball player. Period. No matter you may not be as athletic as this dude or this or whatever. You don't got the buzz behind you, but you got to be a fucking good pure basketball player. To me, that's what you kind of get from like a Joe Mazzulla, who that's another guy getting a lot of respect for. That motherfucker coach.
Can I finish?
Coach. But go ahead, A-Rod. I'm sorry.
Jesus. Yeah, so like I learned that the Celtics were very, very hungry and they were gonna like put all that shit to rest, man. Like it was done. It was gonna happen. They made the right moves in the offseason. They got Drew Holiday. They got Kristaps Porzingis. Complete roster now. And from the Mavericks side, what I learned is they're just young. That's a young team that's never sniffed the playoffs outside of Kyrie Irving. And maybe we're seeing a little bit of digression in Kyrie Irving's career. I don't want to believe that, but
no, that was Boston Masterclass defense.
Kyrie soft.
I think that, but there were so many 3-pointers that guy took and missed. Like it was just
and
like
they got in his head. And they got
they got in everybody's head.
No,
everybody's head.
They fucked them up, bro.
Everybody.
That crowd had an effect.
PJ Washington was looking like the best 3-point shooter in the NBA in the round before that, and it was annoying. I was literally watching every game and it was like brick. I was like, all right, well the Celtics are gonna capitalize here. Brick, okay, they're gonna capitalize here. Brick, okay, they're gonna capitalize here. So they just got to put together a better roster because that roster is like not complete. Take it away, Sammy.
No, I was just gonna say about the Kyrie part. I think it was more of a desperation. Like you see a lot of the shots that he was taking were just trying to get him into a rhythm, because they weren't like you can just tell that they took that shit personal. Like the Celtics, they didn't care if Kyrie or I mean if Luka got his 35. Like they're like, all right, we're gonna play him as best as we can. Because how many times do we double him? Like not really that much. You know what I mean? And they just left Al Horford on an island, and I thought Al Horford did fine. But every time Kyrie got that ball, if Tatum was on him, he took it personal. If Jaylen was on him, he took it personal. In his pockets the whole fucking series, and they took that shit extremely personal. So you got to also consider some of that when somebody steps up bigger just because of that bullshit or because of like a personal vendetta. And I thought that's what the Celtics did in this series.
And I got one last thing to say. I love Jaylen Brown.
You still got to give your MVP too.
Oh yeah. I mean, my MVP is still Jaylen Brown. I got a lot of respect for him, and I watched him so close. And I those blocks were just like pivotal. I know Derek White's were equally as good, but he's gonna be in that guy Green's head's like nightmares forever, man. As far as I'm aware of, man. But the one thing I got to say about Jaylen Brown is he's got one more year to win 4 more championships. So.
and real quick about Kristaps, I'm telling you, he played. How many quarters did he play this series?
Who
7.
cares? Who cares?
He did more in 7 quarters than Rudy Gobert has done all season long. And even on Monday with a bum ass fucking leg injury that we never heard of, he still went vertical on I forgot who it was. It was beautiful fucking defense. Like it's like he is able to do this. I could do the switch, I could do the drop, I could do this. He is everything that they say Rudy Gobert is, and it really pisses me off that this dude has won 4 fucking DPOYs, and it pisses me off. Go ahead. And A-Rod, I pissed at you because you made me fucking slip up and apologize, and now it irks me.
Don't do that. I already said I'm sorry for that.
I mean, let's be real. We're all kind of eating a little bit of crow about the Timberwolves, but I think they're fine. I think they're fine. But the thing I want to say about Kristaps Porzingis is, bro, like you can hate on him for game 5 and how he wasn't great, but the adjustment he made in the second half, you have to give him all the props for it. Understanding like what his inabilities were, shifting properly, doing the right things. Because I thought he made a much bigger impact in the second half than he did in the first.
You talking about Kristaps?
Yeah.
But the fact that he was out there, I'm fucking.
In the first half, he was terrible. But then he ended up with the game as a +8, bro. A +8. That's crazy.
He led this series in plus minus. He was a +11.
Because wasn't he like a +30 in the first game?
He didn't play 2 games.
Jayson Tatum plus 1.2. Jaylen Brown plus 2.8. Kristaps plus 11. Damn.
I mean, he didn't play. To be fair, he didn't play in the blowout, so that helps.
That's crazy. And then okay, and then now I'm gonna move on. Now, all right. So we just gave our MVPs or whatever, and that brings me to the next thing. So clearly, you see what the fucking media has been doing. They trying to Scottie Pippen, Jaylen Brown as best as they can. Every commercial I've seen has been Jayson Tatum, Doris Burke, and the other lady is talking about Jayson. What was her name? Lisa Salters interviewing Jayson Tatum after giving Homeboy the award. Every topic has been about Jayson Tatum on ESPN. It's like Jaylen Brown won this shit, and we know that because we learned that this shit does creep into the locker room. The dude from the Warriors
saying that bullshit.
Bob Myers literally said on the NBA Countdown to fucking Stephen A. Stephen A, you got to fucking chill with all the negativity that you try to spew on this channel because it does creep into the locker room a little bit, and that's from a Golden State team that was a dynasty. You guys just finally won your first ring, okay? And Jayson Tatum, he I don't know when he didn't get that award. I'm watching the dude's face. He looked a little. Dog, I know how to fake smile, dog. I was like, dog, he's hurt, bro. I know he's fucking hurt. So anyway, I say this to say this. The media seem like I'm gonna go to you, Vic. The media seem like they're trying to Scottie Pippen him quick, like he ain't like it's not even a thing, and really still boost Jayson Tatum. Are you a little bit concerned? Because Kobe and Shaq, greatest duo ever, they had to break up. Scottie and Michael, greatest duo ever, they don't fuck with each other anymore. And I know this is a new age, a new era, but it's you a little bit. First of all, do you see what I'm seeing with the media? And second of all, are you a little bit concerned, Vic?
I mean, I'm positive that the media is going to be like, put a Tatum versus Jaylen thing. I don't think it's like that. I don't think he was fake smiling when Sam Cassell was pouring champagne down his throat.
Not at all.
I don't think he cares as much as everybody else thinks. I think that he's now in his mind he's thinking I need to go get mine this next time, and thinking about number 2 and the number 2. I don't think it matters to him as much as we make it out to think. He's not built that way. I think we all agree that he's not built that way, right? He's not the guy that's like the outspoken leader. I mean, let's be honest. I love Jayson Tatum, but he's one of the corniest motherfuckers out there. Right?
Yes.
And I just don't think that matters as much to him as it would like a Kobe or like somebody else that's wired like that, right? Like Kobe was wired like that. Shaq was wired like that. KD is wired like that.
He tried to pull anything as possible. Nope, can't do it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
We got a whole compilation.
Paul Pierce loved it. Kevin Garnett loved it.
Yeah. All I gotta say, I wanted him to say anything is possible. and said we did it. I was pissed about that. I want him to go anything is possible.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it. I want it. Anything is possible. Anything is possible would have been fucking. It would have brought down the house.
Shit was whack, bro. It was like he kept fishing to find a moment, and nothing could land.
Nah.
Jaylen Brown, if it would have been Jaylen Brown, bet you he would have landed that moment. And that's what I'm saying. Don't you think this kid, the fact that he was trying so hard, he tried to recreate the Kobe picture without really trying, but he was going to try to do something.
He's getting mama mentality tatted on his chest. You know that.
Jayson Tatum really wants, I want to be the face of the league. That's what he said. And Jaylen Brown won the finals MVP, and all the commercials are still. The first commercial you saw after the fucking finals, what was it? A Jordan commercial with Jayson Tatum. Like
and subliminally, it was a jab at Ant.
Ooh.
Well, let's just say, I would just say this, that Jayson Tatum, I don't think cares about winning MVP. I think the only thing he cared about was winning a championship, and now he's thinking, okay, I didn't win MVP this time. Let me go get it next year. So I think they're gonna be fine. And also, the disease of more isn't really an issue here yet because they've only won one. Let's wait till they win a few more before we start worrying about the disease of more and who gets what. Because Jayson Tatum's still gonna make. He's still going to be the highest paid player in the NBA in about a day and a half. So, I think that's going to help.
I quote from Jayson Tatum, as a competitor, you want to win and accomplish everything in front of you. But I would not the slightest be sad if I didn't win finals MVP. I would be ecstatic just to win the finals. So he did say that. Say that. So I'll give him that credit. But the face of the league got to have some hardware. You know, he was sixth in the MVP voting, even though he was on first team NBA. He didn't get the finals MVP. You know, he about to get more money than Jaylen Brown, but to me, I don't know. It's
he already has the Eastern Conference MVP. He does.
Sammy,
I just don't think. Why would he care?
Sammy, you think he cares, Sammy?
Who cares? Sorry.
You think Jayson Tatum cares
about the finals MVP right now?
Yeah.
No. I think his number one goal this year was to win a title, and because he had a nice team around him, he was like, "This is my opportunity to win a title. I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can to win this title." And I think Victor's onto something. I think he's absolutely right. I think next year and the following years, he's going to do everything in his power to prove to everybody that he is a top 5 player at minimum, right? Because I mean, it's tough to top players like Steph and Luka and stuff like and Anthony. You know what I mean? So. It's going to be tough, but I think going forward, we should put that lens, like the lens that they were using on Tatum this year. I think going forward, now we can respectfully use that lens.
A-Rod, what you got? A-Rod, I'm going to let you go. Vic or Sammy, can y'all look up your sports track numbers as far as contracts? Because I got to ask y'all, like, how y'all going to be able to sustain this? But A-Rod.
We're 60 mil over.
Everybody's coming back next
year. Pull up numbers. A-Rod, you feel like you need something to say. Go ahead. Get it off your chest.
No, they're completely right. Everything they're saying is right. I told you like 2 podcasts ago when we were arguing about this shit. Like Jayson Tatum and Gen Z generation, they're just not built like this, man. They don't give a fuck.
Anthony Edwards is.
That's a different. You can't put one guy to everybody else.
John Morant is.
John Morant.
You're taking it out of context, though, KK. Because if you look at Anthony Edwards, something that you and I had argued about, or not argued about, we agreed on, is the fact that what he was doing with Cat. You know what I mean? Yeah. He was lifting up his second best player. That's what Tatum was trying to do too. He doesn't care. Like, that's his boy. That's his dog. He don't care. He knows he's got a dog in the locker room with him. I'm gonna boost that guy up. If I'm getting double teamed, let him cook. You know what I mean? Because he's just as good as I am.
And don't say John Morant because he shows gun on IG Live, man. That's your man. That's your boy. He was
your boy. He coming, bro. He gonna be back next year. He gonna be back next year.
To say that, Sam. I've been waiting to say that.
Hey, for the shotgun this time.
All right, which one of y'all got the numbers pulled up?
I don't need them. I got it in my head. Everybody's re-signed.
All right, so I'm gonna just say this real quick. So next year, looking at the odds, Celtics plus 280. To win the 2025 NBA championship. Other notable ones, we got Nuggets in second at plus 650. T-Wolves third at plus 800.
You said 285 for the Celtics?
Plus 280.
That's an insane difference between 1 and 2. They are heavy favorites
plus
according to Vegas.
280 to plus 650. Mind you, this is before free agency, before the
I
draft.
know, but that's huge.
The draft is
That's a big gap.
I mean, the next best team in the East is plus 1,000, the Bucks.
Jesus.
After that, it's the Sixers at plus 1,500 in the East, the Knicks plus 1,600. So I say, what I mean, just based on kind of the quick odds I gave y'all, is it a better play for put the money on the Celtics to win that or the field based on some of those numbers I gave you?
And give me the field, I'll take the field.
Okay. Well, the top three of the field, plus 650 Nuggets, plus 800 T-Wolves, and then plus 1,000 Bucks.
Yeah, I'd still take the field.
Okay. Now, Sammy, Vic, you got the numbers in your hand. So explain to me how you guys gonna be able to keep what the hell y'all got going on, because like y'all just gave Drew Holiday money, Derek White need money, Chris. I mean, I don't know. Y'all got a lot of good players.
Derek White's still signed through next year. He signed a 2-year extension last year.
They're trying to extend Tatum and Derek White right now, is what I.
Well, Tatum can stay under because of obviously bird rights. So remember that. But I mean, that's still going to put us in the apron.
Right, we're going to be in the apron regardless. But we were in the apron this year too. So
we're at one. Yeah, we're at the first apron.
Yeah, so we're going to be in the same place we were last year, which is fine. I'm fine with that. We're also going to shuffle people around. Maybe Tillman's not back next year. We'll find a way to make things work. But I'm not too worried about the money thing, especially with the GM like Brad Stevens, and not to mention the unsung hero, what's his title? The guy that was Danny Ainge's number 2. What was his? And they gave him a shitload of money. President of basketball operations now. What's his fucking name?
Whomever it is. I didn't know Jeff Van Gundy was fucking helping y'all out. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, now he's the Clippers assistant.
And now he's the Clippers, so I'm putting my money on the Clippers to win the shit next year.
Never. Fuck that. Fuck the
Clippers plus 2,000. And Kawhi cut his hair. I'll put the shit on the fucking Clippers next year. But damn, yeah. I mean, Derek White looks very underpaid to me. Peyton Pritchard got a little bit of good little bag. Al Horford, is he gonna retire? Or is he coming back?
He's come back for a year.
Give me. Hold on. Back it up. Rewind. What's your Derek White number then?
He's at 4 years, 70 million, 17 a year.
No, 20. He's at 20 now.
And Drew Holiday getting 33.
So.
And Derek White is younger. They do almost the same shit. If I'm Derek White, if I'm his agent, I'm like, yo.
Mike Zarin. That's our fucking money wizard. Mike Zarin's incredible.
Just remember when he said this. Just remember when he said this about Derek White.
If I'm Derek White, the amount of money they give with Drew Holiday for us to have a pretty similar impact on the team, I would like a little bit more money if I'm the agent. I mean, shit. Drew Holiday is 33. I'm 26. I'm 26.
What's your number?
Give me like shit. What?
26.
God, I can't even think. I don't know what people are getting paid. Like the 30. All right, Jaylen Brown. So he's the 4th guy. Is he the 4th or the 5th guy in the team?
4th.
So you put him ahead of Drew Holiday because Kristaps is 3. So you put him ahead of Drew Holiday. Yeah. Drew Holiday gets 33 a year, and you're the 4th.
So you're saying he should make 28 mil?
Drew Holiday's at 4 years, 134. Derek White's at 4 years, 70 million. I need to be at like 120. At the bare, the way those numbers are looking.
You're saying Derek White should get 30 mil?
Bruh, I mean, shit, that's the fucking league right now.
100%. Derek White should get 30
I'm okay with it. I'm just saying.
Vic, back me up on this, Vic. Back me up.
100%. He's going to get more than 30 mil.
I'm not disagreeing. I just want it to be known that it's said on this podcast right now.
This is the modern NBA.
White slander this year, so.
I came around on Derek White like months ago. What are you talking about?
A-Rod's muted, but I don't think he knows that.
Oh, no, I'm not muted. I'm just saying.
I can't hear you, A-Rod. Even when you're whispering, it's weird.
I agree
it's
with
like,
what I'm saying.
Anyway, well, Vic,
that the cap's going up though too. So the apron might. We don't know where the cap's at, right? So let's wait to see where the cap's at. Let's see where the apron's at. Let's see where we finish. But that cap's definitely going up, especially with the new TV rights that are coming in. That cap is going up.
Bruh, the way they got that shit set up next year, dog, they about to. I mean, I think it starts in 2 years, whatever it is. They got like billions of dollars about to get poured into the league. Yeah, that cap going all the way up. That's why they saw Monty Williams' contract. They said, yeah, you expendable, bro. You expendable. They about to, yeah. Anyway, now we can talk about the masterclass because we're talking about GM and how y'all did, and behind the scenes, Brad Stevens, who's been with the Celtics now, how many years now? 8 years now? Like it's about
No. He's been with the Celtics for
2013.
11 years.
11 years.
Dog. So this dude won Executive of the Year 2023, 2024. And when you look at the shit that he fucking did, dog, he's dog. He brought back. So first of all, the coaching shit. Figured out the coaching shit like that. We lost Ime Udoka. He said, cool, whatever. Last year, y'all remember me. I dogged this dude Mazzulla a lot. The fact that all right, go ahead. Y'all know more than me. Go ahead.
Hold on. I want to say this before you go on to the Mazzulla thing.
Yeah.
He lost Mazzulla, right? I'm sorry, he lost Ime Udoka, right? His first coaching hire. And then he lost the clear heir apparent in Will Hardy, who went to Utah. And he had to go with his third choice in Joe Mazzulla. So that's fucking insane. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Joe
Sammy,
Mazzulla had God on his side, though.
What's that?
Joe Mazzulla had God on his side.
He did.
And no eyebrows still.
Jaylen Brown had Allah on his side.
Anyway, all right. So here's the masterclass. We mentioned the coach, Al Horford. They brought him back after OKC literally waved him like, yeah, we don't really need you anymore. And what did Horford said the other day? Oh, we said this 8 years ago, 10 years ago. I'm like, yeah, y'all did. Even though you've been on different teams, including ours since then, you knew the fucking journey was gonna get complete at some point. So that's big. And in that trade, it was Al Horford and Moses Brown. Who the fuck is Moses Brown? And they got rid of Kemba Walker, a first-round pick.
I thought that kid was gonna be so good.
And Kemba Walker's now playing in like Japan or some shit like that. So boom. Then they go Derek White and a pick swap for Josh Richardson, Romeo Langford, a 2022 first-round pick, and a pick swap in 2028. I don't know who the 2022 first-round pick was, but Derek White was obviously a top 5 player on this team. And me and Vic talking about giving him $30 million a year. So a steal. Romeo Langford, I don't know where the fuck he went. Porzingis. They got Porzingis and 2 first-round picks.
And 2 first-round picks. Let's not forget
2 first-round picks. And they got rid of Tyus Jones. They got rid of Danilo Gallinari. He didn't do shit. He got rid of Mike Muscala. They lost a second-round pick. And then the one player that y'all was sad about last year was Marcus Smart. But that's a tough decision. It's a GM, a president, whatever, got to make. Where somebody who's like the heart of the city, basically, who y'all drafted and brought him up. He won defensive player of the year. They were willing to realize we got to make a change here. And remember what I tell y'all, all y'all need is a point guard. So he read in the future, parlayed losing Marcus Smart to go find who the next person is.
What did it cost?
Drew Holiday. And all it costed him was Malcolm Brogdon, who didn't play this year, Robert Williams, who gets hurt all the time, and then 2 first-round picks. So, Brad Stevens, Sammy, what's up, Sammy?
This is the Townie podcast, okay? This is the Townie podcast today.
What's up, Sammy? Hey, did I stutter? Did I lie? That's what I've been saying for years. What y'all talking about?
Fuck Marcus Smart.
Whoa, you can't say that. Come on, man.
I'll say it. I'll say it. He Drew Holiday was the dad that stepped up. All right. Marcus Smart was the dad that left. All right. Marcus Smart is the reason why that this team was held back so many times. I will say, yes, he made the hustle plays. He did all that, but he was not willing to sacrifice offensively the way Drew Holiday was. Drew Holiday sacrificed offense. He sacrificed ball handling. He sacrificed everything for that ring. What? I love Drew Holiday.
What? Keep going.
I love Drew Holiday.
You had a beer. What? And had another beer.
Dude, another beer.
3 beers. All right, Sammy, come on. I know Marcus Smart was your boy, dog. So what's up? Am I wrong? Did I say something?
No,
right?
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, the only thing you didn't say anything wrong. The only thing that I wanted to say was you saying, "Oh, all the Celtics needed was a point guard." I feel like that was very common knowledge. Like that was just something that everybody
No,
knew.
but
Like,
y'all were
we
not willing
need-
to get rid of Marcus Smart to get the point guard.
for
That's
the-
the
we
thing.
were, but we needed the right suitor.
Nobody
Like,
was going. None of y'all.
exactly.
So,
No
hey,
Boston Celtics
And we
fan
did it.
wanted
And
to
we
get rid
did
of
it.
Marcus Smart.
Remember,
I have a
KK,
tidbit.
we did it. We did it right after he won DPOY.
I have a tidbit. Okay, so I have a tidbit for you guys. That about the whole KP thing. So we all know the whole KP trade was originally supposed to be Malcolm Brogdon for KP, right? And then, but the Clippers backed out at the last minute of the 3-team. So that's why we ended up having to trade Marcus Smart instead of Malcolm Brogdon. Now, apparently, had we traded Malcolm Brogdon and gotten KP, we still would have traded Marcus Smart to the Memphis Grizzlies for Tyus Jones.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn,
So yeah.
damn.
Man,
Listen,
Richard wouldn't get a single minute.
nah.
Yeah.
Which goes back to what I wanted to mention. I'm gonna let you talk about this, A-Rod. Brad, we talk about good GM play. We love to see when they willing and dealing. From a non, Boston Celtics fan, A-Rod, well, how do you feel like Brad Stevens did? Because I just read off this shit. I mean, it's fucking amazing. And you grew to love Derek White. You even grew to love Derek White. And
For
your
bags
boy
of
Chris
chips.
Stops got a ring. But A-Rod, what you got to add to this real quick?
The man had a Howie Roseman type moment, if you want me to put it in KK terms, okay? Like the players that he got were the things that we kept saying they need to address. Addressed X
Big
and
man,
Y. The big man that can play the big man. And I warned you about Kristaps, but hey, all the dumb shit that I said, even hurt, the motherfucker went out there and played. So
He would
can't-
die.
Real quick, real quick, A-Rod, I'll let you finish. But you have to acknowledge what the Celtics did down the stretch before the playoffs, though.
I am.
They
I'm
limited his minutes like
for that.
crazy.
I'm
Sorry,
getting
sorry.
that. The way that you're fine. You're fine. It's your podcast. I'm just so this is y'all's day. I just put the Yankee hat on to kind of piss you off. But anyways,
That's why the Philly
Wait,
jersey on.
I don't watch baseball.
yeah, the Red Sox are obsolete. Anyways, the way that they manage the minutes, the players that they got, and Kristaps Porzingis, like we said in the beginning of the year, it was a fucking gamble, big ass gamble. But that gamble paid off just in game one, fucking game one, it paid off. And then to get him out there and play hobbled or whatever, it still was fine, And then Drew Holiday was what we've been saying, get him a point guard. And me and KK were going back and forth. Chris Paul's available, get Chris Paul, and everybody's like, oh, Chris Paul, man. So, like, what Brad Stevens did. Hey, good job. You couldn't win it with them as a coach, but as a GM, you fucking did it, man. Good fucking job. Take it away, Sammy.
I just want to say this. I don't know if they listen, and they probably don't, but I will make a clip of this. I hope Kristaps Porzingis meets up with Tom Brady and hires Alex Guerrero as his trainer so he can make those muscles pliable, bro.
Well, listen.
That way you can last. You're not even that old, bro.
He's
Like,
tall,
you're
but,
really
like,
not even that
He's
old.
tall,
Oh, 29.
like his body is he's tall. You know how these tall people they don't last, bro.
Victor Wembanyama.
He stretches his ass off. Pause. That motherfucker that's been doing him like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's crazy, bro.
You know why Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had such a fucking sustainable career with no injuries? Motherfucker did yoga. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Chris that may need to do. I mean, him and Luka gotta stop drinking beers. I don't know. You gotta do some fucking yoga or some shit. But Sammy, is Drew Holiday a Hall of Famer?
Absolutely, yes.
Al Horford a Hall of Famer?
Absolutely now, yes.
And then Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum?
I'll say, and I will say this, I'll put this on record because I ain't afraid. KK, when you acknowledge the 2 national championships for Al Horford, that had me reconsider me thinking it would take a championship to get Al Horford into the Hall of Fame.
The basketball Hall of Fame.
This
one,
yeah,
this is case closed now. Like, there's no fucking.
But
there's
I
nothing
will
to talk
say this.
about.
I will say this before, like, let's say we lost. I would still say, because you made that point, and I was like, that's actually a very, very good point. Like, the last guy to do it, it probably still solidified him. But yeah, this is definitely like closed casket. Like he's in there. Like he's in there for sure.
Retire his number. I want to see his number in the banners in Boston.
Well, that's happening.
Y'all wouldn't do that, but y'all retired. Y'all have Bob Cousy and fucking Bill Russell. Come on, let's chill out.
Len
We're
Bias.
Kevin Garnett, who
retiring.
played for the team for 4 years.
Len Bias didn't even play.
Man, Len Bias didn't play a fucking game. He just did coke.
Listen, we're gonna talk about history. Michael Jordan would not have 6 rings, and we would not be wearing Jordans like we are wearing right now had it not been for the cocaine, bro. Because Michael Jordan talked about it in the Last Dance. Unfortunately, Len Bias succumbed to it. But that damn cocaine.
Everybody says that, like that. If it wasn't for
I watch-
Len Bias
I watch
could have.
videos because I don't like to hear it. I need to see it for myself. That motherfucker was a dog, and with that, him at his age coming to that team with the guys are getting a little bit older. You know, Paris is getting older, Mikhail getting older, Larry Bird's back starting to break, and you would have had. It's like when Kawhi came to San Antonio. Had he stayed there and allowed them to continue that dynasty, bro, it would have been the same thing. Just winning the ring. That was the impact. Oh my God, man, it's crazy. But yes, y'all had a lot of Hall of Famers on this team. If y'all are able to repeat, that's gonna be that we're gonna see. You know, the East gonna be better next year, and that's gonna get me to our last point on the NBA, kinda. But what are we all looking forward to in free agency? Two-part question. I'm gonna start with you, A-Rod, because we're gonna go to Boston for a second. One for your own team, and then one for another player or another team. What are you looking forward to in free agency / NBA draft for the Knicks, and then for the field, whether it's a player or a team?
I mean, I'm just hoping we find a way to keep Hartenstein and OG Anunoby is what I'm praying for.
How likely is that? Because
So-
Hartenstein, I keep seeing him in OKC everywhere I fucking go. Hartenstein, OKC. So I mean, how likely is it that y'all gonna do that?
I think it's going to be very likely because the team like really likes each other. They like the camaraderie there.
OKC close too.
They're close too, but he doesn't know those guys. Those aren't his boys. Those aren't his mans. That's what I'm hoping for with that. And as far as the NBA, like, where does Bronny James land? That's all I care about.
Oh my God, bro. If I wasn't a LeBron James fan, this summer and this past all the fucking ESPN shit about Bronny and all this shit and the way they talk about
I don't really give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck about Bronny James. Wherever he lands, good for him. But the one I'm more intrigued about, because I feel like the NBA is going to shift back to what we grew up on in the 90s, is Edie. I want to see where he's going to go. I have this gut feeling for some reason.
You know what? You're not wrong. I have a similar gut feeling. I'm just not ready to commit to it all the way.
Oh, I'm not either. But take it away, Sammy. Purge me.
Motherfucker, you took my take. First off, I just wanted to get my take in. First off, I am waiting for the field
I'm
to
also
see
drunk.
I'm hammered. But I'm waiting to see where Rob Dillingham goes. I have a basketball man crush on Rob Dillingham. I know, but I'm saying that's going to be my team that I watch in, you know what I mean? Like, as far as like, I don't care where he goes. I'm going to watch him. But I want the Celtics to get Zach Edey. Like, I really, really do. I think he'd be the perfect fit for this team. Oh man, like, and he's so pure right now that I think if he can develop like a long mid range or a 3-point jumper, bro. Oh boy. Pause.
My favorite mock draft shit that I like to pay attention to. You can put your hand down now, Sammy. Is Tankathon. So according to Tankathon, a couple players you mentioned, Rob Dillingham, they got him projected going to Utah. I'm trying to figure out because they have Sexton, they have Jordan Clarkson, they have that kid that they drafted last year too. I mean, he was a point guard too, right? I don't know why they would do that, but
bye Clarkson.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's expendable. And then Edie is currently, and also Kyle Filipowski. Like, what do y'all think about him? Like,
He's
you think, like,
going-
in a right situation, he could be effective?
What
Go ahead, Sammy.
him or Dalton Connect? I mean, those are the two that I'm like,
Well,
those
Dalton-
are.
What they got Dalton right now?
10.
10. I mean, oh, they got. So I use Tankathon. They got Dalton Connect to San Antonio. So, yeah, I can see that. But I can also see San Antonio
That kid's gonna
I see,
all-star.
I see Dillingham going to San Antonio.
getting a really good free agent too.
I see Dillingham going to San Antonio.
Yo, if San Antonio can get Dillingham and Connect with this already good, pretty decent
it would
group,
have to be
that's
one.
crazy.
It would have to be
That's
one.
crazy.
This draft sucks. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I mean, Edie. All right, they Tankathon got Edie going to Milwaukee.
It's
Man,
June 19th. Remember, we talked about Rob Dillingham because that kid
Juneteenth.
can
Juneteenth.
fucking play. That dude can fucking play.
So what about the Celtics, Sammy? What are you looking forward to? This summer?
Zach Edey. I want Zach Edey. I want a center.
So,
They
all
gotta
right.
make
What
it.
about the field? What about the field?
I'm just looking
Dillingham.
at Rob Dillingham.
Dillingham.
Yeah.
All right, Vic. What are you looking forward to for the Celtics this summer and then the field? Free agency is part of it too.
I just want to re-sign Derek White. That's the only thing I care about. Just re-sign Derek White. Obviously, Tatum's going to accept his monstrous extension. I'm not worried about that. I just want Derek White to come back. Just bring back Derek White.
The other field.
For the field, I don't want Bronny James to go to the Lakers.
I don't.
What a dick.
That's your field.
Yeah.
Could we not do Bronny James? Because like the way ESPN talking about this shit, I'm so fucking tired of it. Anybody else, please give me another
Okay.
team, another situation.
He said, I hope the Lakers don't take Bronny James.
It'd be so annoying. Imagine how annoying that'd be. Oh, God, it would suck.
Who's the other point guard with them in SoCal that's better than Bronny James? 'Cause he's pretty good.
Wagner.
No,
Yeah.
you're Spiller.
Oh,
Spiller, yeah,
my bad.
Spiller.
My bad.
Yeah.
I hope the Magic sign Paul George.
So
Or
you're-
Clay.
Who
Who do you think would better for the
go to
Magic,
Philly.
Clay or Paul George? And Spiller went back to school, by the way. But who do you think would be better for the Magic?
Hope he did
Paul
it.
George or Clay?
Paul George.
Sammy?
I agree, Paul George, but I want him to go to Philly.
A-Rod.
I don't want.
Clay in Orlando.
And the reason why I
go
say
ahead.
that I hate y'all, but I just don't want y'all with any more fucking excuses.
If we get Paul George, I have another excuse, okay? Because you know how I feel about PG, playoff P. That's not. He would fit well with our team, but he will come up short when we need him. So I don't want that shit on my fucking team. I'm sorry.
Isaiah Collier, not Spiller.
Oh.
Isaiah Collier.
That's who
My
it
bad.
is. Yes.
My bad.
What'd you say about George to me?
You said what?
What'd you say about
yeah.
Paul?
Orlando. Who do you think would be better for Orlando, Clay or Paul George?
I just think Paul George should just hang it up and just be done with it because I'm sick of talking about him.
Stop, bro. You know he's still.
Yeah, he averaged like 20 points a game this year. Like, Paul George ain't bad.
When was one game you were like, "Wow, Paul George did really great that game"? Because I still don't know.
I watch a lot of Clipper games because they're on TV a lot. Paul George can fucking play basketball. It's just he
Remember
comes
when
up
y'all hated on
small
me for
when you
picking
need
him?
him the most. That's all it is.
I remember that.
That dude's fucking talented. Come on.
I'd rather watch Derek White highlights all day than fucking.
I remember
got
when
smoking
y'all hated
crack.
on me.
You smoking crack, bro. Paul George is a much better basketball player than Derek White.
Get the fuck out of here. No, he ain't. How many rings does Paul George have?
Less than Luke Cornett. That's what Adam Morrison got. How many rings did Adam Morrison got? A lot. Like, come on, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Fucking Paul George is a good basketball player. I just don't want him on my team. Now,
Paul George is soft. I don't like soft basketball players. Pause.
You like Kyrie?
for the
Me?
Sixers,
No, I don't. I fucking hate Kyrie.
Oh my God. All right. For the Sixers,
Very soft.
we only got Embiid and Maxey guaranteed coming back next year. We
Thank
got
God.
a fucking clean slate. I fucking hate Daryl Morey, so I wish we had somebody else making these decisions. But hopefully, all I'm looking forward to is what is this blank slate going to look like? Because I've heard everybody, Paul George, DeMar DeRozan, Brandon Ingram. I've heard them all. We all clearly know we need a wing that could play. Jimmy Butler, we had him. We chose Tobias Harris over him, and we paid the price for that. We didn't draft Brandon Ingram over Jaylen Brown. We didn't draft Brandon Ingram or Jaylen Brown, and we didn't draft Jayson Tatum. I fucking hate
Markel Fultz.
Markel Fultz. Like I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, you got swindled there. You got swindled there, Jayson Tatum.
I was like, I talked
So
about
crazy.
I was talking about my wife. She was like, why are you so mad about the game? Because I was like, I hate the Sixers. She was like, why? I'm like, do you know who Markel Fultz is? She's like, no. She's like, do you know who Jayson Tatum is? She was like, of course. And that's the point. That's exactly the point. You know who Jayson Tatum is.
Yeah,
and you have no idea who the fuck Markel Fultz is, the number one fucking pick. And now Ben Simmons is sitting on the fucking couch in Brooklyn doing nothing. Joel Embiid can't stay healthy. Jaleel Okafor is fucking guard. I hate the Sixers. That's all I'm gonna say. But we have a clean slate this summer. We'll see.
Fun fact. One of my best friends is besides UK, one of my other best friends is a Sixers fan, and we had a bet back in the day that he said Ben Simmons would be better than Jayson Tatum. How's that looking?
Bro, I even thought Ben Simmons was better than. I thought I was giving Donovan Mitchell a hard time because Ben Simmons won Rookie of the Year over him. I was like, Donovan Mitchell garbage. Thought he ain't Ben Simmons. I went and you know how pissed off I am, dog, about that shit. I will say though, I did watch Ben Simmons play in person before. He can fucking play basketball. So I don't know what.
I'll be honest. I'm mad for you. I'm mad for you.
I don't know what the fuck happened to him, but
he doesn't care about basketball.
I look at Boston. I'm like, because first of all, the reason why I hate the Celtics is because Boston, y'all just got everything. In my lifetime, y'all got Tom Brady, Big Papi, Manny Ramirez, fucking Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and you guys won. The Bruins are good. Like y'all just be winning shit, and y'all fans are still annoying as fuck. I know Philadelphia fans are annoying, but we have reasons to because we fucking suck at everything and we're pissed off. Like, why y'all so obnoxious?
I mean, y'all had the 08 World Series with one of the best pitching staffs ever assembled. That's the Avengers. That was
we haven't won a championship in 2,500 days. Leave us alone.
Listen,
that was
KK.
That was the Avengers. That was the Avengers.
Listen. Cliff, fucking Doc, and then we brought in Roy Oswald a little bit after that. We had
you guys got every pitcher that I loved in baseball on one team, and I was like, fuck these guys.
See, and that's how I feel about y'all. When y'all assembled the 08 Celtics, didn't I tell y'all about Kevin Garnett? I had a poster of him on my. I loved that fucking team in 08. And at that time, I hated the Lakers so much because they beat the Sixers in 01. So I was cheering. I literally bought a Boston Celtics license plate bullshit because I was so. Kevin Garnett's like one of my favorite basketball players. So I really wanted y'all to win. I was so proud of y'all. And then this team, I don't hate no players on your fucking team. So it bothers me that you guys know how to fucking do it. And we don't know what the fuck we're doing. And in my lifetime, I ain't win no championship. A-Rod, how many championships have the Knicks won? Not a lot. It's been a long time. But
I'll get back to that later.
As far as y'all Boston Celtics, I do got to say some shit. Because, like, somebody triggered me at work. And I was just, I was pissed off. I was like, look, man, look. Y'all, for what it's worth, they talk about Lakers and Celtics and da-da-da-da. Y'all have more championships, cool. But you guys have 2 rings since 1988. I mean, the Lakers got a lot more since then. Y'all had a horrible 90s, weird early 2000s.
Can I ask you this? Are you going to count the Minnesota Lakers championships for them?
Bruh, both of y'all from 1948.
Answer the question, sir.
Listen to me. From 1948 to 1970.
Are we talking about Los Angeles Lakers or Minnesota
listen to
Lakers?
Me. From 1940 whatever to 1970.
I don't know how many lakes there are in Los Angeles, but I don't think
why
there's that many.
Can I finish?
Can I finish?
From 1940 whatever to 1970, I ain't counting none of that for the Lakers or the Celtics. All of my shit really starts from like 70 on, right? Both y'all and the Lakers was really good in the 80s. And y'all both had y'all shit early. You had a little bit of moments there and there, here and there. Lakers had more moments in the 70s, right? But since then, since y'all won 12,000 in a row in Minneapolis, since Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, it's like You said it, Vic, earlier, before Christ and whatever, right? AD. Since Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, who's been the more successful franchise?
I mean, first of all, you got to take Len bias into consideration because that kind of sucks,
Since
right?
Larry Bird and Magic
That
Johnson,
sucks.
who has been the more successful franchise?
Imagine if LeBron James died. Would the Cleveland
Oh my
Cavaliers be
God,
good?
bro.
Like,
So, since Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, who has been the more successful franchise, Vic?
The Chicago Bulls.
You guys fucking suck, dog. I hate y'all, dog. I hate y'all. I'm done with basketball. All I'm gonna
They
say
won
is
6 championships.
so, the Lakers have since Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, they won 5 in the 80s. They won 3 in the early 2000s. They won 2 in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and whatever. And then they won the bubble ring. That's a lot more than the 2 that they won in 08 and 24, and then the 3 they won in the 80s. Let's just be honest here, okay? Let's be honest. Can
I
we
think
be honest?
I think it's about the same, right? It's like 5 to
are you a
6.
Lakers fan or a 76ers fan? 'Cause
I'm
confused.
giving
And
you
last time I checked,
I'm-
the Boston Celtics never changed where they were from, so fuck them.
Oh my
It's
God.
it's 5 to
Oh,
6
bro.
though, right? It's 5 to 6 because Kobe and Shaq three-peated, right? It was not three-peated, but it was 3, right?
Since Magic and Larry Bird.
Right. So Magic won 1.
All right.
Bird
Magic won 5. Larry won
I'm
3.
talking about against the Celtics. All right, sorry.
No, I'm saying overall.
Yeah, okay.
Overall. Magic won 5, Larry won 3. Kobe and Shaq won 3 more. That's 8. There was nothing. There's nothing past that until Garnett. That's
And we
4.
won 5.
That's You guys have won 5.
Yeah.
I've already gotten to 5. I didn't count 2 Kobe ones after, and I didn't count LeBron's ones. So I'm just saying. All I'm gonna say.
But this century we're tied up. I'm pretty sure this century.
No, you're not. This
3
century.
2 to 3.
Oh,
2 to 3. 2.
3-peat, 2-peat,
I
LeBron.
thought that was 90s.
No, that was 2000,
We didn't
2001,
count that Mickey
2002.
Mouse shit.
Take that out the equation. 2000, 2001, 2002, 2008. 2009, 2010.
2009 though is because they fucking broke Kendrick Perkins' knee.
Yeah, that's
I
hold on.
I do
2009
agree.
facing the Magic when they shot 50% against us and then
I
like
do.
20% against the Lakers. Come on now, cuz.
Listen, the facts is the facts. The facts is the facts. Meanwhile, me and A-Rod don't know what the fuck championships look like. So
Couldn't tell
have
you.
you,
Don't
have
even
you-
fucking know.
have you seen one in your lifetime, A-Rod? Because I haven't. I've never seen an NBA championship. in my life.
I've come to the I've gone down the
We've
bottom.
seen 14.
We've accepted it though.
Never gonna see it.
Vic,
But
we've seen
cue the fork
14.
in the plug, Saki.
Vic, we've seen 14. We could or you have kids now that have seen what, 2, 3 now? I could have kids that might not see another one. And they're gonna be like, oh, Boston sucks. What is this guy talking about?
16 championships.
Hey, but every decade, the Lakers is in the fucking championship. So whether they win or lose, they in there. So that's all.
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
but they don't build their own teams. They just sign free agents.
Oh my God, y'all literally traded for Kevin Garnett, traded for Ray Allen,
No, stop.
brought in Eddie House, brought in Sam Cassell, brought in. Stop it, Vic.
I have something from my naysayers. Stop it.
I'm moving on because now we get to the fun part for y'all, because what I'm so happy about is that in our moments that we talked about crazy, wacky, funny, Vic is saying, I just realized I didn't let y'all even get y'all crazy, wacky, funny off. So when y'all talk about your naysayers, y'all can talk about it then. But typically our crazy, wacky, funny, we do a lot of soccer talk. And in my office, so one thing I love about my company is that we're British, we're like English based. So we got offices in England, France, Scotland. We got all of it, right? So because of that,
United.
no. I'm not talking about Manchester now. I'm talking about the fucking Euros. Crazy. Anyway, because of that, we have a lot of people in my office who are Irish, Scottish, British, French. We got a lot of people in our office who really, really love the Euros a lot.
That's one of the biggest cocks I've ever seen.
Oh my God, Big.
Watch the games. It's massive, dude.
Big. There are people who are listening to it on audio. Can you come on, man? He's talking about the jersey that Sammy is wearing, by the way. He just switched his jersey.
In the mail.
Anyway, let me just say this. So my office over the last week and a half, whatever, has been we have 3 TVs in the office, and the Euros have been on all fucking day. I'm like, are y'all even fucking working? Because it's been a fucking madhouse in my office. So I'm feeling the impact, even though I ain't got. I mean, Bill, what's his name from Manchester? No, from Real Madrid. Was it
Bellingham.
Bellingham, whatever. Yeah, that motherfucker played up. He can play. So I got that
Oh,
to
here
say.
we go, Sammy. Here we go.
But all I'm gonna say, it's been an interesting time. Y'all three obviously are a lot more plugged the fuck in. So I got some questions to ask y'all, but I'm gonna start off with you. Who wants to take it?
Sammy, let's Sammy.
Sammy. I'm gonna start with you, Sammy.
This is
Let's
Townie
talk
Sports.
about just talk to me. The Euros. What the fuck is your mind at? Where you at right now?
I mean, I'm a France fan, so obviously, like, I follow Griezmann. Griezmann's my favorite player, like, probably close to of all time. I mean, Zidane's number 1, Griezmann's like number 2, Ronaldinho number 3. But I mean, France has a lot to prove, obviously,
I love
because
Derrick Rose.
yeah, I love Derrick Rose, but I think the biggest thing, and this is just me as a soccer fan in general, my biggest thing is I'm watching a lot of England because I think this might be, in my opinion, one of the best group of talented players that England has put out there, and I want to see if they can make it to the next level. And what's scaring me also is the fact that Italy is doing the same shit. So again, Brian Windhorst with Italy. What's going on? What's going on in Italy? Because they're still pulling out wins.
Can you explain to the casual fan what is going on in Italy, Sammy?
So Italy didn't qualify for Italy didn't qualify 2 Euros ago and didn't qualify for the World Cup, I believe. So it's a little crazy. Even though they won the Italy won the last Euros, and everybody doubts Italy every single time. Like, oh, they can't score, they can't do this, they can't do that, but they always end up in the Final Four or winning it all. So, I mean, it's very curious. So I got my eyes on Italy. I mean, I'm really holding a magnifying glass to England right now because I think, and A-Rod agrees with me, I think Vic will also agree, this might be one of the most talented group of English players that we have seen in a very, very long time. And everybody screams, right? What's the saying? It's coming home. Well, we don't know if it's coming home because we don't know if you guys can blow it. Not to mention what we've seen in the first week, right? The first week of Euros so far. Romania looks legit. Holy cow, Romania looks legit. Albania is not going down. Like nobody's beating Romania. Turkey might be very good in 2 to 3 years. These guys are all 24 or younger, and they're disgusting. Especially Arda Güler. He's making me eat my crow. I still think Brahim Diaz is better than him, but he scored a freaking worldie the other day.
That's the best goal so far.
Yeah, easily. Oh no, Shaqiri's goal today was actually really disgusting. That goal was disgusting.
Are we talking about MLS player Ferdinand Shaqiri?
Yes.
Yeah.
He ex MLS player.
I
Also brought Basel to the Champions League by himself. So, and also played for Liverpool. So don't even just say he's just an MLS player. That guy's a great player, and he's Swiss. He's not like he's anything. Well, technically, I think he's Turkish for real, but yeah, I mean, so far that's all I have like right off the bat as far as like kind of like what I'm looking at as a soccer fan. Obviously, the other thing that I wanted to say, based on the 2 games that we've seen so far, I think Germany's back.
Vic, what's exciting you about the Euros right now? Or what are you paying attention to?
Definitely Jude Bellingham, and how he plays. I mean, he's the most fun thing about the Euros right now. One of my favorite players right now. I think he plays a similar style to Jayson Tatum, where he just does everything. Does everything for his team to win. So he's a great player. I like a lot of the English players. I can't stand France. I think they're just a bunch of colonizers, and I don't like that. I of course love Spain. That's my roots. I have watched one Spain game, and it was very disappointing. But but and underwhelming. I liked Spain going into the tournament. Don't like him as much anymore. I'm excited to see Ronaldo. I missed him yesterday. Didn't get to watch him play yesterday, but I would like to see him play a little bit more for Portugal. Also, my fellow AC Milan friend there, Rafael Leao. That's a great team. They got a lot of great players. Juan Nieves, a lot of good players on Portugal. That's probably one of my fun teams. And I'm more excited for the Copa coming up. We got Copa coming up starting tomorrow, Argentina versus Canada. That's my tournament. The Euros is for Sammy. Copa's my shit.
I do believe that with you, Vic. I definitely do. I definitely know that about you. But A-Rod, you've been tuned in. What's up?
Yeah, I mean, Sammy touched on a lot of things that I was gonna contribute to, but a couple things is one, Belgium, with the powerhouse that they're supposedly have, they're very,
Lukaku.
yeah, Lukaku definitely was Kaka. Slovakia beat them 1-0, so like they look like they're pretenders to me. Who's the other? Oh, the Netherlands. They beat Poland 2-1. They look beatable. They look beatable for the powerhouse. They're always
Young.
giving.
They're young.
They're young. They are young, but they've got some household names that are there, and you're expecting them to be like an exciting team, but
Van Dijk.
yeah. Exactly, the brick wall and Van Dijk, you know that, you know.
And he's not talking about the WNBA, folks.
Oh my God, here it goes. Here he goes. Here he goes. Oh God, we lost A-Rod.
With the Netherlands though, they do have a very young team. I mean, Van Dijk is one of the best center backs in the world and probably will be for the next 4 to 5 years. But they're a young team. I agree with A-Rod though. Like they look very beatable. And honestly, their next game against France is gonna be crazy. Sorry, A-Rod, go ahead.
No, man.
Here he goes.
Germany for sure. Germany is one to look out for. They look very complete. I know Sammy has a big pause hard on from Musala. I think he's a great player. I'm taking nothing from him. Obviously, Jude Bellingham plays for Real Madrid, so I love what he brings to the team. He's definitely in his first season with Real has shined, and even that goal that he had for England was a beautiful goal. But I mean, Musala has like two goals now. He's leading right now, I think it is. So he's definitely a good player, and he's super fucking young, and he'll probably be in Premier League sooner than we know it, and leaving Bayern Munich. And the one fun thing that I wanted to say, because I was talking with Shotgun Guy about this, is the Portugal win. I was watching that game all the way into the last 3 minutes. And I had to go mail a package to my parents that are in Michigan, so I need to get that done ASA penis to get that out to them before they forget. So, but the kid that they subbed in, what was his name? Conceição. So apparently Volkan told me, he's like, do you know his story? I'm like, no. He's like a budding star for Portugal in Liga Portugal. I guess his dad was the coach, subbed him in at the end of the championship game, and he scores the game winner for them. So to carry the torch on to the Euros is like, this kid may be really the next heaven-sent thing for Portugal, maybe. So we'll see what happens.
His dad was very good, too.
Yeah, his dad's a legend in Portugal, too. So,
Sammy, you got your hands up. But before you go, Vic, I need you to pull up some best bets for the Euros. Because I got some numbers here. I need you to pull up some best bets. All right? But go ahead, Sammy.
I wanted to put this because I want to make sure that this goes on the internet. This is a hot take right now.
Ooh,
I know I said it in the text message. Jamal Musiala is better than Jude Bellingham.
Fuck you.
Hey, Rod, do you have a response, sir?
Fuck you. That's all I got. Yeah,
Damn.
Put up the Bellingham sign, bitch.
Damn.
You know what it is.
Listen, all I'm going to say is I have no idea what the fuck going on. I just be watching in the background, like trying to be like, where's the action at?
Listen. Before you go, Sammy, I will give you this. I do agree with you at like the natural center midfielder position. Yes, because they're fucking with Bellingham too much of where he needs to play. There's way too much. Is he a center mid attack? Is he fucking a striker? Is he a center mid? They fuck with him too much. So they keep him constantly at that position. So I take back everything from before, and I agree with you that. But as far as pure talent, nah, baby, it's this time.
AK.
It's this time.
I know you're going to watch them when they make the next round. And I don't expect you to watch Germany group stage game, especially the next game, because they don't have to win it because they already qualified, right? But keep an eye on number 10 for Germany, bro. He is saucy, and to be fair, they both were in like him, like Jamal Musiala and Jude Bellingham are like boys. Like they're like best fucking friends. They pretty much grew up together. But
he said that
Musiala-
Gio Reyna was his best friend.
No, he
okay.
didn't. Fuck off. No one likes Gio.
He did.
All right,
He did.
question,
As
Sammy.
a-
Real
as
quick,
a-
Sammy. Real quick. So, as a casual hockey fan, right? I watch the Lightning. I watch the game here and there for other teams, but not that much. I just started really watching Connor McDavid, and when I see him on the screen, I'm like, holy shit, this motherfucker could play. So, to your analogy, is it like that?
Yes, Jamal Musiala is just like that.
Damn.
Just like that.
He's very
I
good.
watched him do Connor McDavid. I'm like, golly.
And Musiala knows the thing about Musiala is he knows he has to leave, and he's going to. Like, he's already asked out of Bayern Munich, and he wants to go to the Prem because he wants to prove it. He knows he's better than them. Like,
Well,
if
he
you
does.
I watch Bayern Munich games just for him. Like, I don't care about Bayern Munich, but I want to see what he's doing. That dude, and the same thing when I watched Dortmund last year, I watched it for Bellingham. I want to see what he's doing. I think Bellingham is a better center mid. I think Musiala as a center attacking mid, so a cam, Musiala is way better. Like, every time he touches the ball, he doesn't make a negative play, bro. It's always positive. Musiala is always, you give him a bad pass, he's turning it into almost a goal. Like, it's crazy. Bellingham, though, if Bellingham played more in a center mid role, so if Cruz left Real Madrid and Bellingham moved into that role,
Cruz is leaving.
down. Bellingham would be, nasty. But I think with how they're trying to use, actually with England, they're using him pretty well, but he does tend to move up more because of how he was used at Real Madrid. But man, Musiala, bro, like ask A-Rod. I don't know if you watched that game, Vic. I'm pretty sure you watched that game today, but Musiala was electric today.
Musiala is electric. KK, he's also 21 years old too. He's only 21. He's young. He's 1 year older than Bellingham.
I was about to say, isn't Bellingham young too, right?
Yeah, he's 20. But he's also light skinned too, so you know how light skinned soccer players are. And realistically, he could play for England if he wanted to, but he plays for his German roots. So, light skinned brothers from England, they don't listen to that drill shit or look as hard as the guys in the drill rap videos. So,
no, it's good. There's no Skepta and Giggsman. Vic, first of all, do you have anything to say based on what they just said? And then you got my numbers pulled up for me, sir.
Nope. Nothing to say.
All right, cool. Now,
want to talk Copa or no?
No, not yet.
Okay, so
Can I say something about the Copa? Can I say something about the Copa? Are you moving to that KK real quick or no?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So here's my thing with Copa.
I
I know
got bets too.
Vic's coming off that high right now on the tie to Brazil 1-1 by the USMNT. And I know we talked about this
I know
last
everybody.
time.
Vic was there, wasn't he?
No.
I was.
Oh, yeah, he was at the game. Yeah, he was at the game.
Did you enjoy your experience? Like, was it
Yeah.
beautiful?
I made a little girl cry.
Oh, I had a lot of friends that was there, and I didn't get an invite, so I'm pissed off.
Kids are
But anyway, go ahead,
kids are
Sammy.
soft.
You got an invite, A-Rod? I'm like, yo, what the fuck my invite at, dog? Go ahead, Sammy.
I have to say this. So I took two things from that. I mean, Brazil did play with their whole team, and they looked like absolute garbage. Ronaldinho, the very next day, came out and said, I'm not going to watch. I know he came back and reneged on it, and I know he was like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, I was just, trying to get.
You felt
whatever.
that. You felt that.
I did. You don't
Pass
say
it.
that. You don't say that out of nothing. So I know there's something there at Ronaldinho where he's disappointed in how they've been playing, and I'm really hoping that kind of fires that team up because I know they have the talent. No disrespect to Vic, they have the talent to whoop USA like 3-1, 4-1. But I will say this about the USMNT, based on the talent that I see individually, this is the most talented American team I've ever seen in my entire life. And the fact that they still have this fucking clown show running the USMNT Federation is so frustrating because this team can win Copa America and this team could make a Final Four in the World Cup if they fucking had some smart ass motherfuckers running that organization. And that's going to be what I'm watching with this Copa America. If something happens with these guys and they have a little bit more balls and a little bit more gall going into this, and knowing that they're playing against guys, like I'm going to be honestly very curious to see how they play against Bolivia. Bolivia is going to want to win. Like, and they're a bunch of nobodies that play in their local league, but they're going to want to win because they don't want USA coming in there winning. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see what USA does. And I'm really hoping for a final appearance, honestly.
Hey, Vic, I know you locked into the Copa America, so you can go ahead and talk about that. What's on your mind with that?
Yep. I don't want to talk about it. Not yet.
Damn. What's wrong, Vic?
I just like to keep I want to keep it close to my chest real quick. I want to see how the USA plays in game 1.
Come on, man. Let the people know come on. Let them know. We got.
Let's remember the United States is
this is the season finale, cuz.
We don't have the best team that we should have right now, right? Because we're without probably one of our best one-on-one players in Serginho Dest. So that's a big loss, especially for the way that the United States likes to play, which is not the right way in my opinion, but it's the way they like to play, which is on the wings, bring the ball up, cross it in the middle of the box, hope for a goal. That's the way we play. And our best player at doing that is Serginho Dest, and he's not there. So that's tough. Also, he's
not even a real American.
Whatever. He speaks good English to me. If you knew anything about America, sir, you know that we're a melting pot. So with that being said, the United States men's national team, should they be a top 4 team in the Copa without Dest? I think it might be a little bit of a stretch, but I think that they could be without Dest. With Dest, I think they could. They should be competing to win the Copa. Without Dest, I think a top 4 finish is respectable.
Okay. A-Rod, you want to add anything to that?
I got USA as my 5th best team in it, and I'm shooting my Steph Curry shot, hoping that they make me proud, man. Like obviously, I'm definitely.
They won't. Greg Berhalter's a clown.
I know. That's the problem. Is what we talked about when you weren't on here, Vic. Is that Berhalter is a clown? That's the problem.
He's the worst coach I've ever seen internationally. I think I'd rather have Tata Martino. I'd rather have Shaquille O'Neal. I'd rather have whoever. I don't know, a guy off the street named Pepe. This guy just he's so rigid in his play. He's constantly screaming at the guys on the pitch. You can't do that in international football. Just can't. And that's what he does. You look at the best coaches, and the best coaches just set the tactics for the game and let the boys play.
So real quick, the reason Klinsmann isn't there anymore, is it because of the whole Reina shit? Is that the reason why?
No, Klinsmann was gone way before the Reina shit.
Yeah, he planted these seeds of these guys that are here now, but they got rid of him before that because they thought Klinsmann could take what garbage we used to have to a World Cup. And it's like, we didn't have it yet, but he planted this seed. Ask Vic, he planted this seed of what we see now. That was Klinsmann.
Well, it was more Ernie Hudson now, I think, after what happened at PSV. I think Ernie did an incredible job recruiting players. Our biggest gets weren't under Klinsmann, right? Our biggest gets back then, yes, they were. Jermaine Jones, Julian Green, those guys were huge gets for Klinsmann. The gets for Ernie Hudson were Serginho Dest, Yunus Musa, Furlan Balogun. These are guys that are huge.
But who is setting those children in motion to go to those academies? Like who was setting that precedent?
Well, those guys were foreign nationals, so they were already there. But Pulisic, I guess, going to Germany definitely probably had something to do with Klinsmann back then, because Klinsmann had his ties to Germany. Weston McKennie, another USA player, US-born player that's playing started off in the Bundesliga. Lots of guys, American guys, came up in the Bundesliga, probably because of some kind of influence Klinsmann had. So I will say he was terrible tactically, but he was a good coach in terms of the player coach. I don't know what kind of blackmail Berhalter has, but you look at Jesse Marsh, probably our most prominent US-born coach at this time, has decided to coach our rivals, our quote unquote rivals in Canada. So that should just tell you about our situation right now with the U.S. It's just not doesn't start from the coach.
Mexico's the rival. We all know that.
Yeah, but they're also a rival.
Right.
You look at the U.S. organization and the fact that they fired Greg or let his contract expire only to bring him back a few months later shows how incompetent they are.
Sammy, go ahead.
I know you guys can relate to this because we've all played some sort of club sport. So I will say this about the Copa America. If Argentina wins the Copa America, that's the equivalent of an over 30 team winning like a club sport championship over a bunch of teams that are between the age of 25 and 30. So just keep that in mind for anybody watching. I mean, I know they're good players. I know Messi's there, but I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
All right, Vic, give me some numbers, bro. Like, what's I got the Euros, but I don't got a couple minutes.
So I got for the Euros, I got England. Germany plus 425 as my best bet. I like Germany. They're playing at home. I think that's a huge factor, and I think that's going to go on to give them this European championship. Now, it's a long shot. I never thought about them before. My long shot is after Sammy just convinced me. Italy at plus 1600.
Is who? Italy.
Italy.
Oh, okay.
Italia.
Is that Hard Rock?
What's Romania's odds?
What's Turkey's odds?
Romania beat Ukraine.
Turkey.
Come on.
I have Fox
Handedly,
Sports
though, Vic.
pulled up,
Handedly.
and they got Romania at plus 8,000.
Let's go.
I see him at plus 15,000. These might be.
No. My bad. That's Turkey.
But
Turkey
Romania?
plus 8,000. Romania. I have plus 1250. Plus
Okay.
12,500.
Wow, they dropped. Oh my god.
But
that could be
shot. How
Romania.
long is this shot, Sammy? Are we
That's
pulling
right.
up?
Joe, this is a Peyton Pritchard shot.
Romania. No, because I was looking at some of the other bets too. So Netherlands was another one that I was taking early on, plus 1,600. That I was like, okay, that's a nice one to just put a couple dollars in, whatever. But with Romania, you're looking at a situation where if they continue this string, which they look very good, they got some very good players on this team. If they continue the string, you could cash out early for some decent cash.
Okay, see,
Just like Morocco in Qatar 2022.
I like how you think, Sammy. Vic, where is this? There's no tricks of the trade you can tell me like that.
Nope, I don't. I wouldn't fuck with Romania. That's for damn sure. I'd rather just light my money on fire.
Romania's gonna win their group.
Yeah, they'll probably win their group, but they ain't going to pass the first round of the knockouts.
Cash that out for plus money.
I'm not talking about cashing out. I'm sorry, I don't quit early. I let my fucking bets ride.
No, you cash it out. No, but the thing is, you cash it out and then you put it back on at like plus 500. Like you're still getting plus money.
That's facts.
You're still getting plus money.
Sometimes you gotta play the system a little bit better. That's all.
I don't know what website lets you cash out after groups. That's pretty interesting.
Well, that's beyond my pay grade, so I ain't got nothing to say about that. But pick your winners. Go ahead. Copa America and Euros. Go ahead, Vic.
Germany. That's my winner. Copa. Colombia.
Hey, right.
Euros. France. I'm going France. Even with Mbappe with a broken nose. Because Griezmann's going to play all fucking like 9 other positions, so he'll be okay. So
they played bad that first game, though. They did not play well.
They didn't play as good as I thought they would, but they still won.
They did not play well. Sam, you cannot watch that game and tell me they played well.
He's a super fan too, so he's the one with the big cock.
Y'all act like you know who Austria is.
I know who Austria is. Austria's playing without their best player too.
They have Alaba. Alaba. The one black Austrian.
Like, come on, bro. They got one of the best. Like,
who's your Copa America? A-Rod?
Copa, I'm gonna say Ronaldinho's lit a fire under their ass. I'm gonna go Brazil.
Go ahead,
I'm hoping that.
All right, I'm going to go Copa America, and I'm going to stick with my guns. I'm going to go the United States are going to do it this year.
That's
crazy. So my Euros.
Nick went like this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Even I think that's insane. But I love it. Hey,
the only other team I'm going to pick is Colombia because they've been on this crazy streak.
Those
are the two teams. Those are the two teams.
Also
man.
because Diaz's dad, man, getting kidnapped and all that shit. A lot of good things been happening for that man since that happened, man.
Just FYI to the people that don't know, Colombia's on a 23-game win streak right now. Like
that
haven't
was a haven't lost streak. I thought it was haven't lost.
Oh yeah, sorry, they haven't lost in 23 games straight as a
Colombia
country.
got some good odds. I might take that.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Honestly, that would be my long shot pick in the Copa.
I like
sure.
that. Go ahead. All right, who you Euros?
If I'm going with my heart, I'm going France for the Euros. If I'm going with my brain, based on the 2 games that I've seen, Germany looks like they're back and they're at home, so I might have to go Germany as well.
That's what I'm thinking too.
And we talked about top 4. USA is currently tied with Mexico and Colombia for the 4th best odds.
Yeah, those Mexican odds are fucking whack. I mean, those are insane. They should be like plus 20,000, dog.
Yeah, it's that bad.
They haven't been in the United States in like six matches.
Endrick came on and scored a header in the 91st minute against Mexico. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Mexico sucks.
The next
It's trash.
Well, I'll stay away from that, but and also talk about Colombia. So we'll see how
Colombia's
that goes.
good.
I don't really. All I know is Colombia beat the shit out of U.S. About a couple weekends ago.
They beat
I don't
the
really
shit
know.
out of them.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know who I would not know what to say here. I would say England just because I was born there, and I'll go Brazil because Ronaldinho is my favorite soccer player of all time. So I'll go England and Brazil and let the
Those are not bad. Those are not bad choices.
And let the cards lie how they go. But we're gonna go to naysayers. I'm gonna let A-Rod go first because you Boston Celtics fans. I'm gonna let A-Rod go. I'm gonna go. And I'll let y'all go.
No, this is the time.
Nah. Fuck that, A-Rod. Go ahead, man. What's your naysayers got to know?
I mean, your boy's doing work over here, man. Just use me as your realtor. I got 3 places under contract. I got 2 listings. We're doing work over here, man. Like, your boy's busy in it. I'm not gonna rattle down the whole Yankee fucking roster like KK would do with the Phillies, but I mean we're doing some things, boy. We're doing some things over here. So yeah, man. Yankees are balling. Excited for football to start. Somebody take it from me now. KK, you're next. Obviously, the Townie Boys get to take it home.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. For me, somebody tried to hack into my account, my bank account, and shout out to Wells Fargo's fraud protection for taking care of your boy. That's why I posted earlier on my story. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Cause y'all motherfuckers tried that shit. Go ahead, come see me, dog. I'm here, dog. You know where the fuck I stay at, dog. So that's all I'm gonna say with that. And then we gonna talk about shit. Phillies, we ain't playing. Yo, the Orioles are fucking good. I don't know what the fuck they put in they fucking Kool-Aid in fucking Baltimore. Why are those motherfuckers so good, dog? I can't hear you, A-Rod.
But they're number 2.
All I'm saying is that those bitches is good as fucking bad baseball. I ain't gonna go down the Phillies roster, but my dogs are doing well. Get well soon, JC. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Oh, KK. By the way, real quick, I have a friend that works for the Phillies too. That's a pitching coach for them.
Oh, where?
He'll be a player, so he probably knows Christian.
Shout out to my dog Christian Bermudez. That's all I'm gonna say. Get that ankle for JT quickly figured out. You know what I'm saying? We need that shit. We need my dog back ASAP Rockies. So that's all I'm gonna say. And then also shout out to Ranger Suarez because he's been a dog. Kyle Schwarber has been on the heater lately. That's it.
Here we go.
That's it.
Take it away. It's your show.
All right. Before y'all give me your I'll go with you, Sammy, first. I want Vic to close it out. Sammy, before I give you the floor to give me your naysayers, we didn't get your crazy, wacky, funny. Do you have a crazy, wacky, funny that you want to provide?
Sammy gave us his.
I'm so glad that you said that because can I put both of them together? Because one of my 2 is the crazy, wacky, funny.
Okay, I
is
love
also like my naysayers.
All right, go ahead.
So during this weekend, we had a golf tournament. And at the end of this golf tournament, they put me and this other guy who are probably the 2 worst people at golf on a team together to potentially win points. And they were thinking the whole entire time, oh, like it's not going to matter, this and that. Guess who came up clutch with 2 pars on holes 17 and 18, both of which were par 5s?
Check the Instagram story.
Your boy came up clutch. with 2 pars on par 5 holes. I hit some crazy hits on those last 2 to win us the entire tournament. So all y'all motherfuckers, I'm coming. I'm coming in this golf game. My irons were on point all weekend. They're coming back. Once I get this driver on point, I'm gonna be whooping Vic's ass. So,
and Roy
second
McIlroy
thing.
can't stay the same, dog. Rory McIlroy
I mean, I couldn't hit a
can't stay
putt
the
either.
same.
So
Vic,
I couldn't
shout out
hit a
to
putt
my
either.
dog Bryson DeChambeau, by the way. That's all I'm gonna say real quick. But go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead, Sammy.
So my final thing that I wanted to say is all y'all motherfuckers who don't really watch the Celtics like that want to talk all this fucking noise about Jayson Tatum all year, and you want to talk all this bullshit. What do you have to say now? Because every single one of you motherfuckers that been talking all this bullshit all season, what did you guys start talking about today? Jayson Tatum is a top 5 player. Jayson Tatum is a top 5 player. All this fucking bullshit. Welcome to the fucking Celtics show, baby. Welcome to the Celtics show. Go suck my dick.
Oh.
I got one question. I got one question. How many times was the word that rhymes with maggot said during that golf tournament?
I was slamming my club like Jack.
Vic, take it away, bro. Crazy, wacky, funny first.
I already gave my crazy and funny. That was Karen Brinkley or whatever her name is.
Oh yeah. That's my baby.
That was crazy and funny.
It will.
What about my par this weekend? Come on, bro.
All right, go ahead, Vic.
Yeah, par. I just want to let my naysayers know that I'm sad. Not because the Celtics won the National Basketball Association's championship this year, but because basketball's over. And, you know, basketball is my favorite sport. I love the way they dribble up and down the court. And I just can't help myself. I love basketball. I love basketball. And, you know, now we have to wait another, 3-4 months for us to watch basketball again. So I guess I could watch the WNBA, but that's more of a soap opera, and I don't really want to watch any new shows right now.
Hey, what Brittany Griner doing?
Yeah. On the real though, I got House of Dragon, I got The Boys, I got too many shows. So I'm just gonna kind of just wait. Maybe I'll just binge it all at once at the end of the season. So I just can't wait for basketball to come back. I love doing the show with you guys. I love talking basketball. Football's great and all, but you know my bread is buttered in the NBA, and that's what I love. So to my haters, fuck you, Kyrie.
Boston fans, bro. All I'm gonna say real quick about basketball: the Big Three is coming to Tampa this Saturday. And I think I might want to go. Tickets is cheap as fuck. $30 for a fucking ticket to go see some old school basketball players.
What time? I bet you won't hit me up.
Hey, we're gonna talk about it off the air. I think this could be a fucking thing. We might gotta do this shit. But hey, Rob,
it's my birthday this weekend, cuz. It's my birthday this weekend.
No.
Dead ass.
Saturday.
Hey, listen.
Sunday.
Hey, no. Do something on Saturday.
Sunday.
Do something on Saturday.
I'm gonna do something Saturday. I ain't gonna do shit Sunday.
Invite me out. I'm free this weekend, y'all. All right, go ahead, dog. Where can they find us, A. Rodriguez?
All I can say, one is I love y'all to death. Y'all, this has been the most fun podcast. I think a lot of people are kind of hammered on this podcast, so I love y'all to death. Thank you for listening to the Townie Sports Podcast. We're going to transition back to the Fairweather Podcast now. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Oh, I already fucked up. Damn, the liquor's hitting good today.
The liquor is getting
TikTok.
sicker.
The wine is good. We had a Malbec from Argentina today, which they're all from there. So you can find us on Twitter at Fair_weather_pod. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok before it decides to get canceled. If it ever does get canceled, stop teasing us. Search the Fairweather Podcast, and wherever you subscribe or listen to podcast audio, search the Fairweather Podcast, and you can find us there. Someone take it away with words.
Sammy, take it away, dog. For your
what
birthday.
They gonna say now?
Take it away.
What they gonna say now? Hold on. Wait. No. Wait. We did it.
They got your mans.
That was so corny.
They got your mans.
So
you got your mans. Please. Hey, go Phillies, though. That's all I'm going to say.